Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the pixellab.net. I'm excited to say that Nitro 4D is added again. Nitro Man has cracked out another free plugin for Cinema 4D. This one is really exciting to me, and it's called Magic Book. So go ahead and download this guy and let me walk you through it really quick. This is an awesome plugin. So once you download it, go ahead and put it in your plugins folder, and we'll go to plugins, and it's called Magic Book. And let's go ahead and apply that. So here is our Magic Book. Let's go ahead and click on it, and all we have to do is specify a path of images or video. So it's all extremely simple to set up, which is something that I've been kind of hoping for a long time. So let's go ahead and load a path. I have a folder full of images here, and all you have to do is click the folder and hit open, and then you just click the tab Create Pages. And now it creates the page. One thing we do need to do is go ahead and manually figure out what the size of our image is. So if you open up your texture, the resolution of your image is right here. So then we can go back to Magic Book and change the width and the height to be the right size. So 5184 by 3456. You'd probably want to make it smaller, but for now this is fine. So now we have our book, and it's already set up. So we have our pages up here perfectly lined out. And let's go to Magic Book and go to our animation tab. And now if we just slide this, you can see that we're flipping the pages. Now it does look a little bit wonky, but that's just because the bend setting's up a little too high probably. And yeah, now we're getting there. So let's go ahead and keyframe this just so that we can kind of visualize it. We'll put a keyframe at 0 and then go all the way to 100% and make another keyframe. And instantly we have ourselves a book. And the cool thing is that while it's playing, we can go ahead and adjust all these parameters. So there's tons of different parameters that we can kind of play around with. So the flip, we can have the bend, which is the amount of bend. And like I said, that one kind of gets a little wonky if you do it too much, but just a little bit kind of gives a nice little spring in the page. And then we have bend, which is kind of the, let's go ahead and pause this a second and see if I can show you. Bend is kind of the amount of bending it does on its way around, and then twisting, it kind of twists the sides of it. So we'll go ahead and dial back a couple of these, and if you ever want to reset this, if you kind of get yourself into trouble, a nice little thing about any parameter in Cinema 4D is you can highlight any of these, hold shift and highlight any ones. Let's not do the pages, but all of these ones that we want to reset, just right click and go to reset to default, and it'll reset them to the default plugin settings. So then we can kind of start from scratch if we want to kind of backtrack a bit. So you can see that it's extremely easy to go ahead and play around here. And it's really cool. It looks like they're intersecting in the viewport, but if you render, it's a perfectly clean image, which is great. So one really cool thing is if we want this image to be on a different page, all we have to do is grab that image and move it. And then all of a sudden, the first one in line is going to be the front page. So if we want this one on the back, just drag it to the back. And all of a sudden, if we hit render, it is on the back page. So that's really cool. And there's a lot of ways to set up these pages with bones and with different things like that, but man, now it's crazy simple. So if you want a little bit of thickness on these guys, you can go ahead and go to your simulate cloth NURBS, dump your Magic Book in the cloth NURBS, crank up the thickness a bit, and now all of a sudden your pages are going to have some thickness, which is pretty cool too. So that is Magic Book by Nitro Man. Make sure to go and thank him. This is a really cool and useful plugin for sure. And thanks for checking out the pixellab.net, everybody. I really appreciate you supporting the site, and we'll talk again next time. Bye, everybody.